Now we're going to take up one more problem. A solid light alloy bar of 40 mm diameter is used as a die if the permissible tensile stress in the material is 320 meganewton per mm square. In the material, determine the capacity of the bar. Determine the capacity of the bar. If a hollow steel bar with internal diameter of 20 mm is used instead of solid alloy bar. So this is, it can be split into two different problems. So here a solid light alloy bar of 40 mm diameter is used as a die if the permissible tensile stress in the material is 320 meganewton per meter square. Determine the capacity of the bar. So this is the one set of the problem wherein we need to find out the load which is coming on the bar for a stress of 320 meganewton per meter square, and wherein you have the diameter of the cross section as 40 mm. Then the second part of the problem is if a hollow steel bar with internal diameter of 20 mm is used instead of solid bar, determine its external diameter. For determine the external diameter for steel hollow bar, the permissible stress is given. So here the load is not given, but the load what we find out from the solid bar, apply the same load here for to find out the diameter of the external diameter we need to find out. So this is the one stage of the problem, and this is the second set of the problem here. So now we will go to split this. So to do that, first we are going to write the data. A solid light alloy bar of diameter 40 mm. So D will become 40 mm. Then used as a die if the permissible tensile stress in the material. So the permissible tensile stress, which is sigma, will be equal to 320 meganewton per meter square. But here he has given it in terms of meter square, and here the diameter is given to be in terms of mm. So we need to convert this meganewton per meter square into newton per mm square. So to do that, so first we will going to convert this 320 into mega is 10 to the power of 6 newton per mm meter square. So now we will going to convert this meter square into mm square. So to do that, 320 into 10 to the power of 6 Newton divided by 10 to the power of 6 mm square. So then what happens? So 10 to the power of 6, 10 to the power of 6 cancels. So that will be equal to 320 Newton per mm square. So this is going to be the value of the sigma. Now, first we will going to find out the solution for this. So the solution for this is going to be, first for a solid alloy bar. So first we are going to consider solid alloy bar. So wherein the permissible stress sigma is given to be permissible stress which is sigma, which is given to be load by the area of cross section. So where is the permissible stress which is given to be 320 meganewton per meter square, which will be equal to, that is 320 divided by T, which I need to find out, divided by pi by 4 into diameter of the solid bar, which will be equal to 40 square. So first we are going to write the formula, and then we are going to write the substitution. So to do that, first I am going to consider sigma will be equal to, that is sigma will be equal to P by area of cross section, since it is a solid bar, which will be equal to pi d square by 4. So now we are going to apply the sigma, which will be equal to P is, which I need to find out. So the permissible stress, which is 320 Newton per mm square, which will be equal to P, which the load which I need to find out, divided by pi by 4 into the diameter of the solid bar, which will be equal to 40 square. Therefore, the capacity of the bar, therefore capacity of the bar P will be equal to 40.23.86 Newton, which will be approximated to 402.124 kilonewton. So this will going to be the final answer for the permissible stress of 320 meganewton per meter square or mm square or 320 newton per mm square, and the diameter of the solid bar will be equal to 40 mm. So now in the second part of the problem, if a hollow steel bar with internal diameter of 20 mm is used instead of solid alloy bar, determine its external diameter. Now we are going to take up the steel hollow bar. So to do that, so now we will consider a steel hollow bar. So a steel hollow bar. So now what will be the inside diameter? Di is given to be 20 mm. So we need to find out what is the outside diameter. So the permissible stress sigma is given by P by A, which will be equal to P divided by pi by 4 into d naught square minus di square. So the permissible stress for hollow bar, for steel hollow bar, the permissible stress is given to be 120 meganewton per meter square. For hollow bar, sigma is given to be 150 meganewton per meter square. That means it will be equal to 150 newton per mm square. So this is the same explanation as this. So now we will going to apply that here. So we will going to get sigma, which is the permissible stress for a hollow bar, is 150 newton per mm square, which will be equal to P is, which we have been already calculated, which is for a solid bar 402.123.86 divided by pi by 4 into, which is, I need to find out the outside diameter, which is d naught square minus 20 square. So on simplification, therefore external diameter d naught will be equal to d naught is given by 61.75 mm. So this will go to be the external diameter or the outside diameter. Now we are going to take up the next problem. A 25 mm diameter rod was subjected to a tensile load of 50 kN. The extension of the rod was found to be 2 to 50 divisions in the extensometer. So this is the extensometer which is going to be used in universal testing machine to find out the deformation of 200 mm gauge length. If each division of the extensometer is equal to 0.001 mm. So this is the least count of the extensometer. Find the modulus of elasticity. So this is the problem which is given to you. So now we need to solve the problem. A 25 mm diameter rod. So the data given is the diameter of the rod is given. So D, which is 25 mm, then was subject to be a tensile load of 50 kilonewton. So P is given to be 50 kilonewton. So convert this into Newton, which is equal to 50 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton. The extension of the rod was found to be 250 divisions in the extensometer. So the extension means delta L is given to be 250 divisions on the extensometer. So here If each division of the extensometer is equal to, so 250 divisions. So one division on the extensometer is given. One division on the extensometer is 0.001 mm. So if that is the condition, then what is going to be the delta N in terms of mm? So therefore, delta N may be equal to 250 into 0.001 mm, which will be equal to 0.25. So which is going to be the delta N. 0.25 mm is the delta N. So the gauge length, that is the original length of the member, L will be given to be, which will be 200 mm. So find the modulus of elasticity of the material. So that means we need to find out the E. So to find out this, first we are going to write the solution. So to do that, what is the modulus of elasticity? E is, so we know that sigma is proportional to strain, that is stress is proportional to strain. So if I want to know the proportionality, sigma will be equal to E into epsilon. So to find out, since I want E, therefore E will be equal to sigma by epsilon. So this is the equation what we want from the Hooke's law. So stress is directly proportional to the strain. So if you remove the proportionality constant, then we will going to get E, which will be modulus of elasticity, which will be sigma by epsilon. But now we know the stress, so the modulus of elasticity to be found out. So therefore, from this expression, modulus of elasticity E is given to be sigma by epsilon. So what is the stress? Sigma is nothing but the stress. Stress is load by the area of cross section. So P by A is the area of cross section. Then strain is given to be the change in length by the original length. So that will be equal to delta L by L. Therefore, it will be equal to P by A into L by delta L. So this is going to be the modulus of elasticity. E is given to be PL by A into delta L. So now we are going to substitute all the values which is given in the problem. So he has given the P value as 50 into 10 to the power of 3, 50 kilonewton. So then what is the length of the specimen? The length of the specimen is the gauge length, which is given to be 200. Then the area of the cross section of the bar A is diameter given. So since it is a solid steel bar, which will be pi by 4 into 25 square into the length of the specimen, or the original change in length, that is the extensometer. The extension what we have is 250 divisions. So one division is equal to 0.001. So when you multiply this into 250, so you are going to get it as 0.25. Therefore, the modulus of elasticity of this material E will be equal to 81487. That will be equal to 81487.3 Newton per mm square. So this is the value of E. So this is going to be the final